Have you ever wondered why human sexuality is so diverse and complex? It's a question that might have crossed your mind at some point or another. The answer lies in the broad spectrum of human sexuality, a rainbow of identities and orientations that make us each unique. Let's start with the basics. Sexuality is not just about who you are attracted to, it's also about how you see yourself. This is where terms like sexual orientation and gender identity come into play. Sexual orientation refers to whom you're attracted to, while gender identity refers to how you perceive yourself in terms of gender. But the beauty of human sexuality doesn't stop there. It's a spectrum, a vast range of identities, orientations, and expressions that are as varied as the people who embody them. Understanding and respecting this diversity is key to fostering a more accepting and inclusive society. So, the spectrum of human sexuality is not just about whom you're attracted to, but also about how you identify yourself. But what about the biological aspects? How do they influence our sexuality? Well, let's dive right into that. Our biological makeup plays a significant role in shaping our sexuality. Let's start with hormones. They're like the body's little messengers, and they're crucial in sexual development and function. Testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone, to name a few, can influence our sexual behavior and preferences. Then there's the structure of our brain. It's a complex network of cells and connections, and it's unique to each individual. Some research suggests that certain structures in the brain may be associated with sexual orientation, although the exact relationship remains unclear. Finally, let's talk about genetics. Our genes, handed down from our parents, can also influence our sexual behavior. While there's no sexuality gene identified, research indicates that genetics can play a part in determining our sexual orientation. Thus, our biology can significantly influence our sexual behavior, but it's only one piece of the puzzle. How much of our sexuality is shaped by our mind and our society? Now that's a question worth pondering. Let's delve into the intricate labyrinth of human sexuality where our mind and society play crucial roles. Our sexuality is not merely a biological construct. It's a complex interplay of our psychological makeup and the cultural milieu we're part of. Personal experiences, for instance, can significantly shape our sexual behavior and identity. It's through these experiences that we learn about our preferences, our boundaries, and our values related to intimacy. But our individual experiences don't exist in a vacuum. They are, in fact, influenced by societal norms and cultural beliefs. The society we live in imposes its own set of shoulds and should nots on our sexual behavior. It paints a picture of what's normal and acceptable, and this picture can greatly influence our sexual identity. Now let's consider the darker side of the coin: stigma and discrimination. These social maladies can have a profound impact on sexual health and well-being. They can lead to feelings of guilt, shame, and even fear, impeding the exploration of one's sexuality and hindering healthy sexual relationships. So our sexuality is not just about biology, it's also deeply influenced by our mind and the society we live in. It's a fascinating blend of our inner psyche and the external world, each shaping and being shaped by the other in an intricate dance of influence and response. Why is understanding all these aspects of sexuality so important? Well, that's where comprehensive sex education comes in. It's not just about the birds and the bees, it's about empowering individuals with knowledge and understanding, which fosters healthier relationships, prevents sexual violence, and improves overall sexual health. Imagine a world where everyone is well-versed in the dynamics of human sexuality, where individuals are equipped with the knowledge to make informed decisions about their bodies and relationships. It's a world where we understand and respect the boundaries of consent, where we're able to communicate our desires and concerns openly and without fear. Comprehensive sex education also plays a crucial role in debunking myths and misconceptions about sexuality. It's about breaking down the stigma that perpetuates harmful stereotypes and misunderstandings. By providing clear, unbiased, and factual information, we can combat the misinformation and prejudice that often lead to discrimination and inequality. Moreover, this education extends beyond the individual. It impacts our communities and societies at large. By fostering a more informed and respectful understanding of human sexuality, we are creating a more inclusive environment where everyone, regardless of their sexual orientation or identity, feels accepted and respected. So the importance of sex education can't be overstated. It's not just about biology or reproduction. It's about understanding human beings, their desires, their identities, their rights, and their relationships. In the end, understanding human sexuality not only promotes individual well-being but also contributes to a more inclusive and respectful society.